II affected everyone, and everyone found his or her own way of helping the cause. For Hollywood stars, this meant enlisting, selling war bonds, appearing over Armed Forces Radio, and entertaining the troops. Tonight, see rare performances by Bing Crosby, Jack Benny, Abbott and Costello, and hundreds more, plus a special reunion of Bob Hope's World War II troupe of performers. Presentation of this program has been made possible by this and other public television stations nationwide, which depend upon your support. Additional funding was provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Kiss me once, then kiss me twice, kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. Haven't felt like this, my dear, since can't remember when. It's been a long, long time. You'll never know how many dreams I dreamed about you, or just how empty they all seem without you. So kiss me once, kiss me twice, then kiss me once again. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long time.
Planned for months with brilliant cunning, favored by our lack of readiness, with the sky and sea all their own, at 7:55 a.m., hell broke loose. Man-made hell, made in Japan.
I believe that I interpret the will of the Congress and of the people when I assert that we will not only defend ourselves to the uttermost, but will make it very certain that this form of treachery shall never again endanger us.
Members of the Hollywood Victory Committee, I can't tell you how gratifying it is to see represented here not only the actors, but the screenwriters and directors guilds, and every other craft and union in the entertainment industry.
Now it's going to be up to us to send to the men here and abroad real living entertainment. The songs, the dances, and the laughs they had back home. Our talent pool will be broken up into hundreds of units, traveling under the auspices of the USO cam shows and the Special Service Division of the Armed Services.
Wherever there are men in uniform, there'll be entertainment. Show business has come through before, and it will again.
Gee, that's swell.
I got my greetings the other day, and I started to run the other way. That would be wrong, even you'll agree. But here's what Uncle Sam had to say to me. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. Bring enough clothes for 3 days, 'cause they ain't gonna turn you loose. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. 50 a month is all it pays. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. And don't bring no sad excuse. You got to realize you a soldier now. If you don't realize you a soldier anyhow. That little mess is up to you. Brother, there's nothing that you can do but bring enough clothes for 3 days. You've got a chance to get a raise, but bring enough clothes for 3 days, cause they ain't gonna turn you loose. Now they may take your brother, your sister and your mother, your uncle, nieces and cousins, cause Jack, they're snatching them by the dozens. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. Bring enough clothes for 3 days. But bring enough clothes for 3 days, cause they're gonna turn you loose.
You could actually say that my story begins before World War II. No, I'm not that old, but my mother used to tell me a story about World War I. And she told me about a very great actress there was by the name of Mary Pickford, who used to go out during World War I and sell saving stamps. And I was thinking, there's another war. What can I do to help my country? I'm a woman, and in those days, I didn't think a woman should enlist in the Marines or the Army or anything. Now, I've changed my mind. So I thought, well, you know, even if I could enlist in those branches of the service, I think I could do better with using my name value, seeing what I could do, and they're selling war bonds now. So I called my boss at Paramount the next morning. He said, well, Dorothy, I happen to know the Secretary of the Treasury, Henry Morgenthau, and I will call him right now, which he did. So I got on a train, and I went to Washington, to the Treasury Department, and I met with Mr. Morgenthau, and I told him that I would be willing to go and whenever the studio would allow me to go, give me time enough off. Well, the studio is very cooperative. All in all, I understand from the Treasury Department, I sold over $300 million in cash.
Okay, Rob? Sing. Earn your dinner, Bing. Buy a bond, and by, the bonds you buy will bring you victory. Buy a bond, and you'll be standing by the victory arch when Johnny comes marching home again.
Mr. Humphrey Bogart.
We've had a lot of bond drives. You people have proven by your magnificent response to each one of them that you know exactly why they were necessary. We've also had a lot of patriotic speeches. And I'm sure you don't need another one from me to tell you why we need this victory loan. You know why it's important that we make this victory loan the smashing climax of all bond drives.
Hold on, Joe. There's something I want to say to you.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. And I'm going to give it to you quick. You know, we've got a lot of boys and girls fighting this war for us, and they're doing a great job. Maybe too great, because you're beginning to feel good again. You think peace is just around the corner, so now you're going to go in there and buy yourself a nice new suit of clothes. Been a good guy up to now, yeah, but you're quitting. Quitting, Joe, before the job is over. War factories haven't shut down. They're still working the clock around to turn out the stuff we need to win this war. And the Merchant Marine is still ducking torpedoes and bombs to get it there. The Army hasn't quit. The Navy hasn't quit. And neither have the Marines. Or the girls. What if the boys who've been taking it for you suddenly said that they'd gone over their quota, that they'd fought a battle last week, last month, last night, that some other guy should take it for a change? For instance, you, Joe. The Nazis won't quit. The Japs won't quit. And you'd better not quit. That's what you can't afford.
I never looked at it like that before.
Well, maybe some other folks haven't either. But if we want to look those boys and girls in the eye when they come marching home, or if we want to look ourselves in the eye, we won't quit. Now, the fourth war loan drive is on, and nobody can afford to buy that extra suit or that extra dress or those unrationed shoes. But what's more important is that we can all afford to buy those bonds. Let's all back the attack.
Well, there he is. Go on, tell him.
Oh, Mr. Hope, I haven't thanked you for everything yet, so if you're still selling kisses for $50 war bond, I'll take one, please.
Well, there's just a few left. How was it? I think, boy.